Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's time to tear the shrink. Except for, well, the problem is there is no shrink wrap on this one. It's just a box. So we'll call this tear the box. Anyways, Apiary, expanding the hive. We're going to be looking at this. So Apiary was our very first game we played in 2024. January 1st, we played it. In fact, we played it 3 times in a row to start 2024. And 2024 started great because I really, really liked Apiary. Really, really liked Apiary. In fact, it's been on my list to get it back out and do something with it for months and months. And I keep going. And then I thought, you know what? I'll wait till the end of the year. And I'll start the year with it. And I'll end the year with it. Well, fortunately for us, they came out with this expansion, so we're going to have to play it again. In fact, I think we're going to play it tonight. We're going to get it out and play it tonight. I think this is just going to add some new stuff, fix some of the old things, and well, let's take a look at what it is. Apiary might be, for me, our number one game from 2023, because Apiary technically came out in 2023. It might be my favorite game from there, although there's a couple other ones that I really like. There is Revive, which came out in 2023. There is, there's been quite a few, but Apiary was very high on my list. Let's see what this adds to the game. Is it worth picking up? And I love when expansions add more pieces to the game, more options, and maybe replaces or fixes some of the ones that, got broken somehow. Thousands of play, well, this faction is too powerful. Let's reprint it, make it more in line with the other factions or whatever. I love when they do that. So thanks to Stonemaier Game for that. All right, let's see what we got here. Apiary expanding the hive. Obviously, Apiary is required to play. It includes 7 hive maps, 15 frames, 15 scene cards, 1 new faction, plus 2 reprints, 4 recruits, plus 2 reprints. So, what's the reprint for? I'm assuming to fix the original. 3 carvings, 5 developments, 4 farms, 3 dance tiles, 6 dances, 4 explorer tokens, plus 1 reprint. Again, so there's 2, 4, 5 things that reprinted. And then 1 complete appendix rule booklet. Alright, so there's no shrink. But what we can do is we can cut this open. There's what we can do. There we go. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. All right. So we've got the so here's the complete appendix and expanding the hive rulebook. All right, so perform the following. Permanently replace 15 frames with the updated frames. Permanently replace all 15 frames permanently replace all Arti and Sirto faction tiles with the updated version. Alright, so looks like we're going to have to fix up a few things here. Alright. See what we got here. So that's that. Alright. Oh, so these frames. Okay, so these are the frames they're talking about. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what happens? Okay, so you're replacing the original frames because the original frames all were the same, and I thought that was dumb. What they should have done was, created new frames. And so they did. They created new frames. So this one here is victory points. This one here is track up the Queen's Highway. Here's drawing cards. Here's victory points. So all of these are different. I think that is absolutely brilliant idea. So that's really good. And are they two-sided? They are two-sided, but they're the same on both sides. Okay. All right. Yes. So they're the same on both sides. All right. Good. I like that. All right. We have some new cards. So, and then there is, all right, so, permanently replace the Arti and Sirto faction tiles. So, they must be in here. Okay, so what do we have here? All right, we'll get to you in a second. So here is the Cyrno. Where's my rule book? Give me my rule book. So this is going to be a replacement. RT. This one is going to be a replacement. All right, this one must be new. So Doni. Permanently replace engineer and pharmacist recruit tiles. Pharmacist. Okay, so permanently replace the engineer and pharmacist tiles. So these two, okay. And then so those are replacements. And then permanently remove the Explorer token that had 2 seed cards printed on it and replace it with this token. If your copy of Apiary does not contain a 2 seed card, Explorer token, discard this one. Okay, so there we go. So those look like, okay, so these are all new things. These are all new. We got some new craves. All right. Obelisk, instruction, nursery. Okay. We have, let's just punch all this stuff out. Okay, that looks good. We got some new musicologist, seed specialist, a farmer, and astronomer. We have some new farms. This one holds a lot of farms. This one's nice. This one, okay. So that's nice. We have some more of these. Extractor, radar, contravents, healing tank, and growing lamp. Okay. Get some new of these. And some of these. Let's see. Add the Sidoni. Right? So that's going to be new. Okay. Shuffle these. Add these. Permanently replace. Add these. Okay, I'm just making sure. Alright. So these are just going to be new dances you can do. So a pollen and something for something else. You can do a fiber and something for something else. Or water and something for something else. The things you could add now are Triumph, 2 victory points, 2 Queen's Favor, a Discovery token, a Wild card, a Wax or Honey, victory points, and then these are plus, gain 1, minus 1, plus 1. Okay. That looks good. All right. And let's take a look, last but not least, the top bar. That's kind of an interesting one there. And your faction tile would be here like that. Okay. We have the Az. We have the Lions. We have the Smith. The Hexagon. The National. And the Gum. 10. Are these all, do they all have 10 spaces on them? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I guess they do. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, I guess they all do. All right. Well, there you go. That's what you can expect in the rule booklets. All components with this inspection are compatible with the Atoma. Whenever the Atoma takes a grow action, add the following rule. Remove the top one of these from each stack of the display. Place each removed one under its stack. Okay, so it basically cycles through these so that you can't go, oh, I want this one. I'm assuming you're just going to be shuffling these up and putting them as a draw pile, I bet. Alright, here we go. Frames. During setup, shuffle and place the frames into 2 approximately equal face-up stacks. Whenever you acquire a frame, you must choose to either acquire a face-up frame. If you take more than one frame a turn, select them one at a time. Take the top frame from the stack. Then you may choose either of the 2 frames for your second selection and so forth. If a stack ever runs out, do not refill it. In this case, for the remainder of the game, there will be only one face-up frame. Before taking your action, you may peek at unrevealed frames. If you do, leave all frames in the current order. Do not shuffle them. Each frame has 1 or more build bonuses on it, gaining the picked bonus whenever you build on the marked hex on each of the frames. The frames are worth 8 victory points if filled at the end of the game. So we're going to be putting 2 of these. Shuffle and place the frames into approximately 2 equal face-up stacks. Whenever you acquire a frame, you choose to acquire either of the face-up frames. So you get basically your choice of one of these 2. If you take one of the frames on your turn, then you can select one of the other ones. Okay. Randomly place during step 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get my Apiary game out so we can take a look at the replacements parts and see so let's do that. Let's get out and see what the difference is between the old versions and the new versions. Okay, these are just new parts. You add those in. These are new parts. These are also new parts. These are also new parts. Okay. Okay, so a whole bunch of new cards. That's great. Let's see if I can get the Apiary box out without destroying my huge stack of games. It's going to take me a minute. All right. There we go. Let's take a look what we got here. All right. All right. So these are just more of those. Okay. Not too bad. So you can see what the original of these, where again they're all exactly the same. They just have the same bonus and the same spot. And I always thought, that's kind of a waste. Why didn't they give every one of these a special bonus or different things on it? Obviously, great minds think alike. So these just go away. You're just not going to use these anymore, and you're going to use these. All right. Now, we're looking for these 5 pieces. So the first piece, we're going to get it out, is... We're looking for the piece that had the double card on it, but I don't think I've got the double card. Let's see if I've got the double card. Oh, I do have the double card. So I've got one of the original 25,000 that were printed out, according to this. Where was that? Yeah, okay. If you have a first printed copy of Apiary with a number printed on the front of the box. Oh, look, I have it right there. I got number 3,157 of 25,000. I do. So, because of that, I have a double. Whoops, the double. And I guess that was too powerful. So, we're replacing the double with a single now. Double is being replaced with the single. So this is out of the game. These are out of the game. All right, now let's take a look at these. Let's take a look at these. Oh. Okay, let's see. So these are new, that's fine. All right, we're looking for the blue research and advance. Pharmacist and engineer. Pharmacist. Pharmacist. Oh my God, really? Where's the engineer? I have the genetics engineer. Engineer, huh? So I go right over it. Engineer, where are you? Engineer, there we go. I did miss it. Okay. So these are the old ones that are leaving. So the old one that's leaving had advanced, and then Got to remember the terms, the terminology. So, all right. So, it used to be engineer would make the cost of your developments cost 1 less. Now, engineer replace up to 1 wax for each cost with a fiber. So instead of getting a discount of a wax, you now have to you can replace the wax, but you got to pay a fiber. So it's a little bit more expensive, and it's worth 3 victory points as opposed to 2 victory points. Or no, I'm sorry. Cost you 2, and now it costs you 3 to bid this. That's a resource cost. Those aren't victory points. Yeah, victory points are over there. So this is out. Okay, it's out. This is in, and now out is the researcher. You may retrieve one worker and collect 1 recruitment from your farm. Used to cost you 2 of your pollen. Now, research, you may retrieve a different worker, gain +1 strength, and collect 1 farm resource. And it still costs 2, and it's 2 victory points now. So a little bit better. I guess this one just wasn't very good. Now you may retrieve a different strength worker, gain a strength on it, and then collect 1. Okay? Now, okay. Now we have the last thing to check out, and that is these 2 guys. RT and... Oh, here's Zero right there. So Zero, the old one, was... Start of the game. Build 2 face-up farms for free. And then you would start with worker 2, a level 2, and a level 1. Now, you build 1 face-up farm for free, and you still start with 2 and 1, and then you start with 1 resource. Before you didn't start with any resources. When you flip over to the end game, used to be 2 per hive, or 2 per farm on your hive. Now it's 1 per farm in your hive. So definitely Zero got nerfed. Definitely got nerfed. Okay, that's fine. And RT, let's find RT. See what happened with RT. RT. No. RT, there we go. Just looking at this, I'm very excited to play this again. It's been a while. It's been since January, so I'm very excited to give this another whirl. Alright, those can all go back in there. Let's look at RT. So RT used to be whenever you place a worker, you may adjust his strength, apply plus or minus 1, and your starter workers were 2 and a 1, and you started with a fiber and a water. Now, whenever you place a strength 3 worker, you pay 2 resources to take the action as if it were a strength 4 worker, and you start with a 2-1-1 workers. So you start with an extra worker, You start with the same resources. Whenever you place a worker, you may adjust his strength by plus or minus 1. Now, when you place a strength 3 worker, you can pay 2 resources to take the action as if it was a 4 worker, which is pretty good. And then for the backside, used to be whenever you place a worker, you may adjust its strength by plus or minus 1 if you do gain a victory point. Now, when you place a strength 3 worker, pay 1 resource to take his action as if it was a 4 strength worker, and also gain a victory point. So, interesting for sure. So those 2 are in now. Starting workers. There we go. Those come over here. We can add these. Alright, so we got our AI cards. These are probably standard stuff there. We have all of these. Alright, look good. And I don't think there's any adjustments there. So we just give them a nice shuffle into the deck. And that should be done. Okay. Alright, so these added to that deck. The green farms get added there. Blue get added there. Yellow get added there. These just get added into the token supply. These get added in the token supply. And this is a new one we have not seen. Serdoni. The first 4x you acquire, the first 4x you acquire, the first 4x you acquire a, whatever these things are called again, I forgot the name of them. The first 4 times you acquire one of these, you can activate one of its building bonuses on it for free. You start with a worker, a 1 and a 2, and you start with a fiber and a water. And then, the first 4 times you acquire one of these, you activate 2 of its build bonuses. On upgraded, you build 2 of these for free. On upgrade, when you upgrade this, you build 2 of these for free. Wow. Okay. That seems pretty good. Let's go right there. Okay. These go there. And, yep. You can see how Stonemaier had prepared for this event because everything certainly does fit in where it should fit in. And I need a bigger bag. There. So. We're gonna write on this bag. Replaced, don't use. I mean, you can, it's your game, you can do whatever you want. You could just add these pieces in and keep the other ones if you wanted. I will choose to do as they instructed and choose not to use these anymore in our game that will be coming later tonight, sometime in the near future, once I get things set up and ready to go. Alright, so that's done. Do-do-do-do. Just looking to see through the book here if there's any kind of new rules or anything. So one place the frames. Explore tokens during step 3 is set up randomly. Place one face up. Explore token on each planet spots. Dance tiles. Alright, and then the Hive mats gives you some historic or some information about each of them. The gum, when covered, 4 marked hexes allow you to pay any one resource of your choice to gain 1 card. Oh, that's what these are. Okay, so pay a resource of your choice to gain a card. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Here's the new factions, the frames, the seed cards. If you have any questions about the seed cards, the recruits, developments, the carvings, and that is it. Expanding the Hive. We have expanded the Hive. We will be playing this tonight. I'm very excited to get this back out and try it again. It has been several months. We played it 3 times to start 2024. I love this game. I want to play it again because I'm thinking about doing a review of it. So before I do my review, I would like to play it again and try it out with the new Expanding the Hive expansion. So we'll see you tonight for that. Until then, my friends, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. If you have any thoughts, comments, suggestions, questions, if there's a game you want to see on the channel, let me know in the comments section down below. We'll see if we can do that for you. Otherwise, hopefully this has been helpful to figure out if this is an expansion you want. Yes, you do want this one. It's going to replace a couple of the broken pieces from the original game. Get this expansion. It's not very expensive. You get a bunch of new options. You fix a couple of the cards that were broken in the beginning. And you're just going to get a much better game for the few dollars you're going to spend on the expansion. So highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. Until then, my friends, take care of yourselves. And don't you forget, I will see you all down the line.